Hey up troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit, and this is something a little bit different. This is a vlog, so to speak, because what I want to do is, I kind of don't do this enough, you know. I connect with you guys a lot on like on Discord, or I connect with you a lot on YouTube or in the community tab and things like that, but I don't think we do enough of this, actually speaking to my audience. And I used to do that a lot when I first started out on YouTube. I think, you know what, the more subscribers that I've got, the more nerve-wracking this kind of things become. And the main reason is probably because of, you know, and it's a bad reason really, but the main reason is judgment. I think that people do judge, and I think that I worry sometimes, you know, with my accent and where I'm from, and, you know, with always how you look. You know, I know other YouTubers feel the same. I've spoke to them about it. It's kind of like, you worry a little bit about being judged. But you know what, I started this channel out kind of because of my kids. I mean, I love gaming, don't get me wrong, but I wanted to kind of show my kids that you can be anything that you want to be. I worked a really boring insurance job for the best part of 10, 12 years. So over a decade that I worked in insurance, and it was, although the money was great, it wasn't really fulfilling, if you know what I mean, in that sense. The people were fantastic, but the actual, you know, fulfillment you got from the job was just not there. It just wasn't really what I wanted to do. And gaming, I've always done on the side, you know, so even when I've got in from work or I've got home from work, I've always had gaming kind of in the background and kind of as a thing. So I started doing a YouTube channel a couple of years ago now, and, you know, here we are all of a sudden, and it feels like all of a sudden as well. It's actually been a year and a half. It actually feels like all of a sudden here we are approaching 50,000 subscribers. We've got 3,000 people in the Discord. You know, the Save the World stuff's just gone absolutely mental, and it's just so good. And I think that I wouldn't be much of a father if I didn't show people, you know, or didn't, you know, show my kids that, you know, this is what you should do. You should put yourself out there, and you know what, if the world's gonna judge you, then, you know, kind of let the world judge you in that sense. Now, as you'll see, there's no like fancy studio there, nothing like that. This is my front room. This is how I record. As I said, I got made redundant from a role from my job a couple of months ago now, so I've been doing this like full time. So yeah, you know, we've got, they're not expensive, you know, they're not expensive headphones and things. The mic, we've got a Yeti mic, which is decent, it's okay, you know, so, but it is what it is. You know, I work with Adobe and all that lot, and I work on all those things to try and make the videos as good as what I can, but I only work with what I've got. And a massive thanks to you Patreons out there as well who donate to all that every month. I do use the money for that to kind of upgrade the stuff where I can, but obviously there's only so much you can do whilst trying to pay bills on the side. Alright, and so, well, the main thing that I want to talk about today then is trading. So trading kind of dominates like the Save the World YouTube market at the moment, and it's tempting sometimes to not just do scam and get scammed videos, because some of those guys are on like 250,000 subscribers now. You know, I've heard some getting touted as like the next Ali and things like that, which I don't think is true, you know, and no disrespect to those YouTubers, but you know, that kind of meta that we've got at the minute on the Fortnite Save the World community is not good. You know, it's not good for the people who are new to the game. You know, if you are new to Fortnite Save the World, I would implore you to, you know, seek out people like, you know, Aiden Harris, David Dean, Sly Gumby, Split Screen. I can't name them all. There's just too many of them. Checker's another great one. It'd kill me if I didn't put him in the video. But you know, there's some great ones out there who you need to look for. Who, you know, we look more towards, like myself, we look more towards teaching the community, guiding the community in that kind of sense, and ultimately, you know, just building up your enjoyment of the game, you know, making it so that the game is more fun, making it so that you guys know what you're doing. I mean, at the minute, the big thing at the minute is this PL130 with God rolls. So I've got a siege breaker, it's got you know, it's a PL130 and it's got God rolls on it. That's just such a load of rubbish at the moment, and the main reason being is because if you're in Plankerton with a 130 siege breaker, you know, just call it a Sunbeam siege breaker with God rolls, it is pointless. You know, it's not gonna make you any better than the next person next to you. Somebody next to you could be rocking a Silent Spectre with, you know, really specific rolls on it because he's learned from people like Sly Gumby, David Dean, people like that. He's learned from those people, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's doing just as well or topping you in the damage counters. Do you know the reason why? Because, you know, he plays the game. That person knows how to play the game better, and that's kind of what you need to do. You know, you need to kind of learn to play the game a lot better. Do you know? And you guys teach me. Don't get me wrong. Do you know, I'm not the oracle on this whatsoever. David Dean and Sly Gumby maybe are the oracles on the game, but you know, me personally, I play the game for fun. I've said in one of my videos earlier, I had someone tell me that I laugh too much in my videos and things like that, but I do, you know, that's why I play the game. I play the game to laugh, I play the game to have fun, and that's why I do it. And one of the things that I miss right now is, when my channel was a lot smaller, I could play with subscribers a hell of a lot more. And I get a lot of DMs now, you know, saying, oh, can you help me out with this? Can you help me out with that? I don't really have as much time as what I did now, so I kind of have to limit myself. I only kind of add the friends which are on the Patreon at the moment. But even then, you know, even that's getting to be quite a lot now. And you've heard people like Checker, like some of the other people saying that the friends request like broke the game for some people. So when they've added so many friends, it's kind of broke the game for them. But I kind of just try and play with the PL. I try and just play with the Patreons at the moment, just to see, just to kind of keep that kind of curbed. But, you know, this is what I'm talking about, you know, with the scammers, with the traders, with these scammer get scammed videos and all this, as you know, I worry about the YouTube audience in that sense, because when all this duping stuff was going off, when all the community was, you know, looking at all these duping videos, the scammer get scammed videos or the scammer get scammed YouTubers, what they actually were doing is, oh look, we've got this cool new glitch, do this and you can get free Moonglow and free Sunbeam and stuff like that. Now some of them, you know, and I'm not going to name names, I'm not calling anyone out here, but some of them actually took the videos down and then put, you know, don't do this because you can get in trouble. But they were the ones who initially were telling everybody to do it to get all these tier 6 mats, and you've kind of got to take a little bit of responsibility there. Now the way that I take responsibility is, you know, sometimes I'll get information wrong in videos and things like that, and I might go on Reddit and, you know, and I might research something and 2 or 3 people might have got this information wrong. I make a YouTube video on it. Now my video is a lot more public than a Reddit post. A Reddit post can be taken down and forgotten about and no one says anything. When you've got a YouTube video up there, everybody knows about it, and it's like, oh, look at this guy, don't follow this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about and stuff like that. I've researched the game as much as anybody else, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of one of those things where I just kind of enjoy making the videos. The main part of YouTube for me is talking to you guys and the fun element of it and the laughing of it. Do you know, for those of you that saw the video when I was fighting the Smash when he knocked me off the cliff, do you know, they're highlights for me. Do you know, they're the fun times. It's not about duping a kid or scamming some kid out of something. I know I was looking at the most popular videos for this week, and one of the top videos was 10-year-old gets scammed, you know, 10-year-old scammer gets scammed. Why would you want to do that? Say if a 10-year-old did scam you out of a weapon, right? If you've already got that weapon, the odds are you can make it yourself anyway, right? In the game, you can already make that weapon. So, for example, I can make a Gravedigger, for example. Now, if I was to go into trade and this 10-year-old stole that, I wouldn't want to punish the guy. And you've got to remember as well, these people as well, you know, when you do call out a scammer, and one of the regrets that I've got is I called out a scammer. I'm not going to name his name this time, but I did call one out. And it turns out, you know, he got a lot of hate on his channel. He only had a small channel. He had 250 subscribers, something like that. But what happened was, well, it's not that small, is it really? But he had 250 subscribers. He didn't upload every day, probably once every other week, something like that. But he had to take the channel down because of all the negativity he got on the channel, people calling him scum, people calling him names. And you know what, looking back, I shouldn't have done that. You know, that's not what I wanted for him. I kind of just wanted people not to trade with him. But you've got to remember, online people are much more toxic than what they are, you know, in the real world. Well, to a degree, you know, you could argue that, I guess. But what you'll find is, you know, these people who are doing scammer get scammed videos and the naming the people on there as well are probably causing a lot more damage than what they probably think. It's not nice getting negative comments. You know, I have, and mainly because my kids go through the comments on my videos as well, I have to have quite a strong filter in the comment section. There are some bad people out there, and there are some people who can't articulate a point very well, so all they do is, you know, they effing blind at you, or they become racist, or I'm going to get things for this because I'm on camera. You know, that's just how it is. You know, that's the game. You know, that's what we accept as YouTubers. But what you've got to remember is there's people out there who don't accept that because they're not YouTubers, and they are, you know, the people who just play the game. Now, a 10-year-old kid, let's just say that, for example, he is 10 years old, and let's say, for example, he did scam, because I'm going to come to that in a minute about proof. You don't wish that on anybody. You know, I don't wish like hate on anybody. There's no people in the world, no group. I'm just not a hateful person. There's not a group of people who I hate on, who I want to see do bad in the world, you know. So, and certainly not a 10-year-old, you know, certainly not a kid. You know, a kid gets scammed. I know it's exciting, it's great to go and watch, but it's not great to go and watch because you've probably done more damage than what you actually realize. And that takes me on to the next point where I just touched upon there. A lot of people as well, these scammer get scammed videos, they never show the proof. You know, I heard, I'm really trying hard not to name names here, but I heard one YouTuber earlier this morning and he kept saying, oh, scammer gets scammed, scammer gets scammed. And the scammer, the kid was saying, I'm calling him a scammer and I shouldn't because I've not seen any proof of this. The kid turned around and just said, you know what, I'm not a scammer though. I accidentally picked the weapon back up. I think he just got nervy. You know, trading is quite a nervy thing. So he saw the YouTuber walking towards him and he's picked the weapon up. And what he's done is, because he's panicked, because the YouTuber didn't drop the weapon either, to be fair, so he's picked his weapon up. I would have probably done the same. You know, that doesn't make him a scammer. Then he just said, you know, the YouTuber then kind of coaxed him a little bit, and because this was a kid, the kid dropped the weapon again, and then the YouTuber took the weapon and said, scammer gets scammed, bro. And that was the whole video. That was the whole 15 minutes of video footage. That was it. That was the main moment that the title was referring to. Now, the thing with that is, I don't think that kid was a scammer. And when they said, and sometimes as well, they say, oh, I've got proof, you know, on other videos as well. Oh, you scammed someone in my Discord. Can you possibly prove that? You know, I don't even, I've just got rid of the trading channel on my Discord because I just don't think it's healthy. We probably had it for way too long as it was anyway. But what you'll find on there is, you know, we've just recently removed that because I had people DMing me or dropping me DM messages saying to me, oh, so, you know, this person just scammed me. But unless they gave me proof of that, be it a screenshot, you know, be it a recording or something like that, I don't think you should put people's names out there or start calling people out. Often, you know, and I didn't like doing this, but we had to kick the person who'd apparently been scammed just because we had to kind of make it so that it wasn't, you know, wasn't witch hunting on a person, because when someone does get caught scamming in Fortnite Save the World, it can just cause such a huge witch hunt, and it's just not nice, you know. So it's kind of the community at the moment, you know, flocking towards these scammer get scammed videos. I worry about more than anything. I do worry, you know. I would recommend a ton of YouTubers, you know. I'd love to get, I always don't like putting the names on camera because I just think I'll get the names right, you know, I'll miss someone out. But, you know, someone who I would highly recommend, Aiden Harris is one, Split Screen, A1 Get This Money, you know, Checker, Rage Brothers, love Rage Brothers, Piganat is another great one who I was on his stream the other day, that was really fun. I'm sure I've missed people, but you know what? There's loads of them. There's loads of really good ones. Oh, Tory X is doing really good at the minute as well. Really love his edits are absolutely sweet. So he's kind of like looking for people like that and looking for the right people to actually follow on YouTube. But that's his personal choice. It's down to you. I can't make you guys do that. I'm just so grateful for the ones that I've got. I started this year. I started 2018 on 1,000 subscribers. So I get stuff wrong all the time. I'm such a newbie when it comes to YouTube, and I get stuff wrong all the time. You know, it's kind of just, again, comes with the territory kind of thing. I'm not as good as, I've not been around as long as you know, a lot of the other YouTubers out there, a lot of the Fortnite Save the World YouTubers. But you know, I know them, and I know that they do well, and I try and emulate the good parts of them, and I try and bring in my own special twist and my own personality into the videos as well, which apparently is me laughing too much. But you know, it's kind of, that's just kind of how it is. That's just kind of how I am, and I just really enjoy that, and that's kind of all I wanted to say, really. So I kind of want to do more of these vlogs. I'll get better at them. I know I'm probably rambling a little bit now, you know, so I'm going to improve at these. But just, I can't answer every single DM. I do try, you know, in Discord. I answer a lot of DMs. And I hope some of you comment down below and tell me, you know, Litanah answered me, Litanah spoke to me on the Discord. Because I do honestly try and get around as many of you as what I can. And I jump into the Discord at least once a night or a couple of times a night just to talk to you all as well. And a lot of the times, you know, I spend my time saying thank you. Spend my time just genuinely being grateful for everything that you guys are giving me at the moment. And I'm lucky in the fact that right now I can just about get by on the YouTube money that I've got, you know, and that's all thanks to you guys, you know, massive thanks for you guys. I'm in a really good place when it comes to YouTube right now, and I could have peaked right now. This could be me peaking right now. You know, I'm in a Discord group with Laserbeam. I don't know if you know the battle royale Fortnite YouTuber, and that guy is he's just exploding. He's gone to like a different plateau when it comes to it. And hopefully, you know, by chatting to him a little bit, I can get something going with him in the distant future. Who knows, you know? But you know, I want to kind of make the success on my own. I kind of want to make it whereby it's just kind of grown from you. And we've, you know, a lot of you have been here from really early on. From like, I've heard some people put in the Discord down below, I was there at 5,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers. I know some people have been here for, obviously from 200 subscribers. It took me so long to get that first 1,000. I started YouTube up just saying I want to get 1,000 subscribers in a year. Well, now we're about, what, 18 months in, I would say. And now, as I said, we're fast approaching 50,000, which is absolutely crazy. So a huge, huge thank you to you guys. If you're watching this and you've got this far, a massive congratulations to you. As I said, vlogging's not really my thing. I've not really done much of it. But I do want to get more of these done. I do want to talk to you guys just a lot more on camera. Any tips you've got about vlogs, you know, let me know down below. Try and keep it, like, nice if you can. Do you know, I don't tend to read it if... you know, or, you know, let you're a douchebag, you've done this, you know, try and keep it, you know, try and keep it a little bit friendly if we can. But I'm all for feedback. I love feedback. I love feedback on my videos. You know, if I get something wrong on a video, give me feedback. If you think this vlog could be better, then let me know as well. I would absolutely love to know. And if you've got this far and you're not part of the Litanah army already, well, you may as well hit that subscribe button now that you're here. All right then, guys, massive thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next video. Take care now.